Hi there. Thanks for watching today's Tiger Life. We've got a fantastic guest, Dr. Chen Bingyao, an analyst from Global X. We'll talk about some exciting investment opportunities. Our theme for today is exploring the potential of electric vehicle in Southeast Asia. So let me give you a quick rundown of what's coming up. First, we're going to kick things off with an overview of the electric vehicle market in the Southeast Asia. Next, we're diving into the ring to analyze the fierce competition among Chinese electric vehicle brands in the Southeast Asian markets. Then, we are going to backstage to uncover the secrets behind why Chinese companies are setting up shop and exporting to Southeast Asia, and what this means for those Chinese companies in the region. In the final act, we will take a deep dive into the opportunities and challenges that the Chinese electric vehicle sector is facing. By the time we're done today, you will be armed with the knowledge you need to make some savvy investment decisions in the ever-exciting world of Chinese electric vehicle. But wait, there's more. We've got some fantastic news to share. Global X's China electric vehicle and battery ETF is now up for grabs with our investment auto invest feature on Tiger Brokers. You can start your auto investment journey with just 500 Hong Kong dollars or a single US dollar, and you won't have to worry about buying entire lots or round numbers. And here's the cherry on top. We've worked out some sweet deals on transaction fee. Tiger Brokers won't charge you a dime for managing your auto investment plan. You will only pay fees on field orders. Plus, for US stock that are less than one share, you will only get charged 1% of the transaction amount, capped at $1. Now, you might be thinking, what else can I auto invest in besides the Global X's China electric vehicle ETF? Well, we've got you covered. We've got over 1,000 trending stocks and ETFs across the US and Hong Kong market for you to choose from. Here's the deal. Just search for what tickle your investment fancy. Go to the investments detail page, and if it's support auto investment, you'll see a shiny auto invest button right next to the trade or buy sell button. Click it, and you are on your way to creating your own investment plan. But wait, there's still more. You can also check out all investments available for auto invest through our nifty auto investor module on homepage or portfolio page. Easy peasy. And for those of you who want to keep your funds in check, like your hard-earned salaries, our bank card auto invest feature is here to save the day. Our automatic deposit and currency conversion services make your auto investing a breeze. No need to wait. Give it a whirl right away. And here's the grand finale. If you set up your auto investment today, you stand a chance to win up to 3 shares of Apple stock. Click on the link below and get in on the action. With the US stock market is in the midst of an interest rate hike cycle, you know market roller coasters are coming. Auto investing can help you ride those waves while keeping your costs in check. Alrighty. That's enough of me. It's time to pass the mic to Dr. Chen Bingyao, our investment guru from Global X, who's going to spill the beans on the Southeast Asian electric vehicle markets. Welcome, Dr. Chen.
Hello, everyone. I'm Bingyao Chen from Miri Assets. I'm investment analyst covering auto sector. So today we would like to discuss on Chinese electrical vehicles and battery market. So today our focus will be on the Southeast Asian market. Why on this market? Because for the major Chinese electrical vehicle producers, their overseas expansion would be firstly, for most of them, they may start their local production and sales from the ASEAN market. So we had on the ground trip and have some observations recently on this market. So today we would like to share some key points within that are valuable. So yeah, the first chart we would like to show is the global EV sales by major players in 2022. Actually, we have shared this chart many times before. So what's different today? Today we highlight the three Japanese brands, Toyota, Honda, and Nissan. So for Honda, actually, they have launched some EV models in Japan, domestic market in Europe and in the United States, but the volume is quite minor, so they didn't disclose the number in their annual reports. For Nissan, their EV transition is a little lagging. Well, for Toyota, as we all know, Toyota is expertized in hybrid cars. So the PHEV sales is quite more than the pure battery EV. So why we highlight this these three in the beginning of our discussion today, it's because of the next slide. So this is a competition landscape in Thailand market. We take it as an example of the ASEAN overall ASEAN market. So from Thailand, you may say the vehicle market is almost half and half. So half passenger vehicle and half the commercial vehicle, mainly pickups. So as you can see here in 2021, almost the biggest pie of both markets are the Japanese brand. Like in the passenger car market, Honda, Toyota, Mazda, Nissan, Suzuki, they are very leading in this part. And in commercial vehicle market, like Isuzu, Toyota, the top two takes over 70% of the total market share. The Japanese brand, they are not only leading in Thailand, they also export their cars made in Thailand to other ASEAN countries. As you can see, like in Indonesia, in Jakarta, you will find that the Japanese autos or even Japanese two-wheelers are quite popular on the road. So, which it implies I think by and large, it implies the competitors for Chinese automakers if they want to compete in ASEAN market. So let's see what's going on now for Chinese automaker in ASEAN market. So here we posted some car models we saw or we will see in ASEAN market. For example, like BYD, as all you may know, BYD's sales in Thailand is very impressive. The Atto 3 is very popular not only in Thailand, but also in other countries like Indonesia, like European countries. So they will also launch Dolphin and the even cheaper model in ASEAN country. MG, which is a subsidiary brand of Shanghai Automobile, it has been sold in Thailand for many years. I think before BYD came to Thailand, MG is the most popular Chinese brand in Thailand local market. Now they are also on the way of EV transition, and they will launch more EV models going forward to compete against not only the Chinese brand but also the Japanese brand. Another car maker we would like to highlight is Great Wall. Great Wall model, they actually it's quite a surprise to us because we saw some Aura Good Cat on Thailand road. I think in China, as you may know, China is a very big market, a lot of very competitive brands and car models. So in the big market, you may not highlight Aura as a very impressive brand, though their products actually are very good. But what's surprised to us is we saw Aura in Thailand market is quite popular. So from my personal understanding, as long as you can deliver some good models, good competitive models, then you can gain market share here or there. As you know, Great Wall, they bought the factory from GM in Thailand, and they will have their own local production from next year. Company, they will launch their Havel brands in Thailand market going forward. So their PHEV products and maybe in the future, the pickup products will also be seen in other markets. So we believe it could be quite competitive versus the Japanese or ICE brands. Not only Great Wall model, but also BYD, they also launched a new pickup product. It's possible for them to introduce the pickup to other markets to get better sales. In the middle of this slide is the Wuling Hongguang Mini. We saw this car in Jakarta because, as you know, GM, they have a factory in Indonesia. The GM Wuling Hongguang Mini actually is very popular on the road. The selling price is quite higher than that sold in China, but it's still very popular in Jakarta. All of these are what we have seen currently in the RZ market. Let's see what will be going on from some numbers. So in the left chart, we can see the competition landscape of EV market from 2019 to the first half of this year. As you can see here, MG was the biggest player in EV market in Thailand, but now BYD, they generate very fast growing in local markets. Two brands I may highlight after BYD. One is Aura, as I mentioned before. Actually, this brand is quite popular in Thailand. We believe maybe in the future, if Great Wall Motor, they can launch their new Havel brand PHEV or pure battery EV products in Thailand, they may further gain market share. Another brand is very that is very impressive to us is Neta. Neta is one of the new startup brands in China, but you know, China is a very big market, a lot of impressive new startup brands. So Neta is not that a star in China market, although their products are quite competitive. But from my personal understanding, it's a little bit similar to the mobile phone markets. You know, some second tier Chinese mobile phone makers, they are not that competitive in domestic market, but they export to some emerging markets all over the world. In the emerging markets, they are quite cost price competitive. So I think in auto market, it could be similar, like Neta. They are not the leading brands in China, but they can export a lot to some other emerging markets with competitive pricing and product strategy. So I think this three brands, BYD, Aura, and Neta, are are something we have seen in Thailand market that are quite impressive. In the right chart, you can double check by the EV sales in the first half of this year. So BYD is far ahead of peers, followed by Neta, Tesla, MG, and Aura. Here we also listed some new EV models in China from major automakers like Great Wall, Geely, and Chen. So what we have learned from China market is saying all these Chinese makers, as long as they can prove some successful models in China market, they can replicate the story to other emerging markets with similar source of demand, like our good cat, like Harvard, like the BYD's Atto 3. So we believe the Chinese automakers they will accelerate their footprint in other countries. Like today, Great Wall Motor, they have already built up their own factory in Thailand, and Geely in Malaysia. China is not that leading in exporting, but their new brand Shenlan actually is very successful in products. So we believe all these Chinese automakers together, they could they have this kind of competitiveness to compete in overseas market, particularly in the ASEAN countries versus the Japanese brand. So at the end of our discussion today, we would like to share some observations from the Japanese side. Say, for example, like Honda we mentioned today, they have announced some investment in battery, not only in Japan, but also in China. They would like to have some collaboration with Chinese battery maker. They want to have more exposure to Chinese battery supply chain. So to this kind of Japanese ICE brands, my personal understanding is China market is a very big part for their global auto sales. ASEAN is also a big part. To them, say if they, today they are lagging in EV transition, but I think everybody knows that. They also know that. So they are accelerating their EV strategy, though there could be some back and forth. For example, like Honda, they launched their PHEV model early this year in Shanghai Automobile Show. The pricing turned out to be not that competitive, so we didn't say it is a successful model, but they will launch some new SUV or sedan EV models in the next 2 to 3 years. This kind of global car model, let's say if they can make the story different from today. But I think for the Chinese automaker in other countries, yes, given the local market, the local government, they are quite supportive for EV transition. Yeah, Chinese automakers, the case is favorable to Chinese automaker. But I think the Japanese brand, because they have already built up their own distributed network in local market for many years. So it could be not a short time for Chinese brands to gain market share. On the bright side, we may highlight in other countries, we also met some charging station operators or some related infrastructure operators in ASEAN. So we have seen like charging station, like some EV related infrastructure, the construction process is accelerating. So the local players, they are quite confident in the EV transition. So even though it is lagging today, it is not that favorable for the EV penetration today, but it will we believe it won't be a bottleneck in the foreseeable future. Yeah. So this is all we would like to share today. Yeah, thanks for watching.